Hey guys, Gokunar here, but you can call me Chris. So basically today we are doing story time with Chris. Yay! Oh, why do I always do the creepy intro? Other than that, if you're still here, basically I'm going to be telling you guys about my first detention. Not the most interesting of stories, but I'm saving those, insanely interesting / scary / funny stories for when I have a bit of a larger audience. Sorry if that sounds a bit scumbaggy. Just think of it as I want a larger audience of people to enjoy my content when it becomes better. I don't know, okay? So yeah, basically, you guys, I don't know what the hell happened, but I gained like 100 subscribers within the last like 2 weeks or something, and now I'm at 600 subscribers, so I figured, hey, why not story time? Yeah. So yeah, this topic always gets me frustrated, but I'm just gonna start it off here. Basically, back in, what was it, like 2008? No, 2007. I was about maybe 8. Yeah, I was 8 years old back in 2007, and I had just started watching South Park on the Comedy Network. They would always bleep out the swears and stuff, I didn't even know what swear words were, to be honest. If you guys have watched some of my more recent commentaries, I even say that I didn't know how to swear until like grade 3. Well, this is the incident that caused me to learn how to swear. So South Park, they would always bleep out the swears on the Comedy Network, so I still didn't know how to swear. But there was this one moment where, I think it was like Cartman or something, he gave Kyle the middle finger, and somehow my little kid mind just absorbed that and, waited to use that for further moments in my life. And it decided, one day, when I was playing basketball with my friend Danilo, Danilo would throw, I would get kind of pissed off while we were playing basketball. Danilo was killing me, not gonna lie. And, I was getting really sucky, whatever. And Danilo just got fed up and he, like, threw the ball across the yard. And, I just gave him the middle finger, right? Which I thought meant go away, but it technically does mean go away, but just in a more mean fashion. So yeah, I gave him the middle finger, basically. And immediately, as that middle finger raises, it's like a sign of the cross or something. Just the Catholic teachers immediately just decide to turn around right at that moment and see me with that friggin' bird flying like a friggin' falcon. Oh, God, I just came up with that in my own head right there. God, that was some serious words of wisdom. But yeah, basically they saw me raising the middle finger at Danilo. At first I didn't think that they would say anything, but then all of a sudden the teacher like started yelling at me. She was like, "Hey, get over here right now!" And I was like scared all of a sudden. I was like, "What? Oh shoot, that must not be good." So I go over there, and then she's like, "What are you doing raising that finger?" And I was like, I don't know." And then she's like, "Come with me," and she takes me to the office. Whew, trust me, especially when you're young, the office is a very, very intense place. It's very, what's that word? It's a very intimidating place, that's the word. And basically, I was already scared like hell, and they made me wait in that office for like 10 minutes before the principal finally came out. And so she took me into her office, and this is my first time, man. I've never been in trouble ever. The principal even knew me. She knew I was a good kid, so immediately she was already a bit, ticked off, wondering why the hell I would be here. And so basically she just said, what happened? And I said, I showed my middle finger. That's what I said. And she's like, okay. And she took it like really calmly, I guess. Basically what she said is, do you know what the middle finger means? And I was like, no. Well, no, I said, does it mean go away? And she's like, kind of. Basically what it means is, just ask your parents about it. That's literally like what she said. So I mean, immediately I was confused. She also gave me a detention for like the next day, so I was confused. I didn't know what I did wrong. I didn't even know anything, and I was pissed off at the same time because I mean, why the hell would I be getting a detention when I'm freaking 8 years old doing stuff that I don't even know what it means just because I watched some stupid South Park while I was on? So yeah, immediately I was ticked off, but you know, I went home fumigating. Went to my mom, and the first thing I did was I asked what the middle finger meant, and just straight up she said, "Oh, the middle finger? That means fuck off." And I was like, "Wait, what does that mean?" And then she remembered, "Oh, I guess my son doesn't know any swear words." So basically, she spent like a good hour just teaching me like a ton of swear words. And you know what? You might think that that's a bad parenting skill, but to be honest, like that was pretty good because at least that way I knew what not to say anymore. Okay. Honestly, that was like I don't know if my mom did that intentionally, but that definitely somehow prevented me from swearing for the years to come. So yeah, you know, I learned all the words that you learned. Crap. Well, you know, the more evolved version of it. I learned the F word. I learned what that meant, all that stuff, and yeah. So and then I ended up having to tell her that I got a detention for the next day because they make you sign a slip so that your parents know. And she was a little bit pissed at that, but she was a lot more pissed at the school for being so weirdly harsh. You know, I kind of deserved it, but at the same time, I'm 8 years old, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So yeah, basically what happened is I went to school the next day, you know, kind of a little bit afraid. It was a lunchtime detention, so it was about an hour long-ish. So I would just have to go to this really, really empty room with all the goth emo kids who cut themselves, or, you know, the badasses who spray paint the walls, who were like 2 years or 3 years older than me, just completely intimidating me, making me totally scared. So yeah, it was a nice long 1 hour of awkward silence, and they made me fill out like a sheet of like, what did you do wrong, stuff like that. Guys, let me tell you, every time I get those sheets, every time I get a detention, they make me fill out those sheets. I am the most sarcastic person on those sheets. Oh my god. I'll save those stories for another day, but it's so much fun filling out those sheets. Usually they don't say anything about it, but you never know. But basically, yeah, spent a good hour just working on those stupid sheets. I still really didn't agree with the fact that I was in the detention, so I was being a little bit sarcastic, the 8-year-old that I was. And yeah, so the detention finished, and that was about it. What else could I say? That was my first detention. You know what, I'll tell you one more incident where I got a detention, because it's not worthy of its own episode, but it's a little bit notable. Basically, like 2 years ago, I had a teacher, like, I'm not gonna say her name, but, let's just say that she was very plump, you know, very not jolly. She was a little bit of a CUNT, if you know what I'm saying, a female dog. She actually wasn't my teacher. She was like one of those stupid teacher's assistants, or no, it's like resource. I don't know. It just like helps the slow kids type of thing. And basically, what happened was, you know, at the cafeteria, for some reason, they only let us sit with our homeroom class, which is kind of stupid, but I guess it prevented a little bit of mayhem. But basically, what happened was, you know, I sat down at my friend's table, who wasn't in my homeroom, for like literally 1 second. I actually didn't even plan on sitting with him the whole lunch. I just literally needed to tell him something. And immediately she just comes over to me, like taps me on the shoulder and says, which homeroom are you in? And I was like, oh, that one over there. And she's like, okay, go there. And I was like, okay, you know, whatever. She gave me a warning, I guess. It's all cool. Well, guess what? Next day I go into school and my homeroom teacher's handing me a freaking detention note. And I was like, what the are you serious? Like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Like, legit, this was like the first month of school. Like, how much of an honest god dog of females can you be? Ugh, nothing but bad memories of that teacher. God damn, everyone hated her. And even when I went to that detention, there was this one kid who I still feel bad for him. Like, he asked to go to the bathroom, and then she immediately just says, "Oh, you should have thought about going to the bathroom before you did, whatever bad thing you did." And then at the same time, like, the kid was a little bit pissed off because she was being such a cunt about it. And so, he had like his angry eyes on and stuff like that. He was just staring at the wall. And then all of a sudden, she's like, "Why are you giving me the look?" I forget his name, but she is just, she's not worthy of her own story. Let's just say that. Other than that, this has been dragging on a little bit long. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, favorite, and possibly subscribe. And until next time, hopefully I can increase my commentary capabilities for the more intense and, epic stories of love and lust and homosexuality. I mean, what? Yeah, I'll see you guys. Oh yeah, no stupid questions tomorrow. It's gonna be a good one, guys. Take it easy.